I'm really thirsty right now. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Stephanie here. I want to say thank you so much for the love and support in my last video that I uploaded, which was the newbie booktube tag. Yeah, I feel the love and the support, and I feel so honored to join this community. I'm excited. Which brings me to why I'm excited about this video. So for years now, maybe not years, but some of these books are for years, I had books that I have not even bothered touching. I've read them or heard about them thanks to other booktubers on this community or Bookstagram, mostly Bookstagram. But I've been recommended so many books, and I buy so many books that I don't end up touching later on. So these are my top 10 books I want to read in 2019. So let me put my tea down and we'll just get started to the video. So first book I want to get started with in this year is Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi. Shatter Me is about a girl named Juliet whose touch is lethal, and anybody she touches, they die. And I feel like this book is right up my alley because Peace Up Books actually read this book. I'll link her channel down below. Read this book on a reading vlog, and she hit the bar pretty high for me to read it. She talked about it, and there's a love triangle, and I love a good love triangle. It seems like it's right up my alley. Kind of dystopian for my liking, but you know, new year and I guess different type of romance. Next book was recommended to me by a friend, and we are in a book to movies club, and the movie kind of didn't do so well, kind of tanked, but I'm actually very excited to read the next book, and that's The Immortal Instrument, City of Bones, Book 1 by Cassandra Clare. I feel like I'm so late in the game with the rest of the books I'm about to name, because these books, I'm telling you, they have been in the community for a while. They have been talked about. There already is like 100 book reviews on them. I just never touched them, and they intrigued me. I just never touched them. It's about a girl named Clary who witnesses these 3 people who are not that regular. And the story goes on from there, I'm assuming. But it's a series that I really want to get into, and I also want to see the show as well. I have not seen the show, and I kind of want to. So I'm my kind of person that can't watch something unless I read the books. The next book I want to read is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. And this book is a retelling of The Beauty and the Beast. It's about a girl named Fairy. I think that's her name. I might be pronouncing that wrong. Not positive, but most likely I am. And I think she kills a fairy. Again, I don't know that much about it, and I don't want to know so much about it. I kind of want to go into this one blindly. But she kills a fairy, and she's held captive because she has to pay for the consequences. Next book is really up my alley, and that is Colleen Hoover, Maybe Someday. There's a list of Colleen Hoover books that I want to read, and this is one of them. I had this book for maybe like 3 years now or 2, and I don't know much about it, and with her books I don't want to know that much about it, because you kind of have to go blindly with this one, or at least with Colleen Hoover books. Nothing in a synopsis is like what's in here. So I mean, that's why I don't know really much about it, but the basic gist that I know is a girl that she catches her boyfriend with her roommate or best friend, I don't know, and this guy who lives in the same complex with her ends up with her, lets her crash with him, and I don't know where it goes from there. But with Colleen Hoover, I know there's always a twist, and she knows how to give you a good twist. Next book is One True Love by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And this is about a girl named Emma who has a husband that goes missing, and years later she falls in love again and she gets engaged, but her husband is found and he's alive. So that is drama, and I'm excited to read that because like I said, I love me a good love triangle. So this one seemed like it's going to be a good one. The next book I want to read is Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. I have heard so many good things about this author, and this author has been recommended to me many times, but I actually have not read any of their books. But this one stood out to me, and I can't wait to read this one. And it's basically two friends who work together, and they know their emails are being monitored and all that, and they go back and forth and email each other, and this guy who monitors their emails ends up falling in love with one of them. Next book I would like to get to in 2019 is Beautiful Bastard by Christina Lauren, and this is an office romance. As far as I know, it's a hate to love relationship, which is my favorite. It's a CEO, and it's about a CEO and his assistant, and I'm guessing he's a beautiful bastard. Can't wait to read this one. The next one is my highly anticipated read in 2019. Like, if I don't read this book in 2019, that's it. I'm done. Like, there's no me reading this book. I have heard so many things about this book. Anybody has recommended me this book that knows I love a good hate to love relationship. But like, it's always talked about and it's always in my recommendations, and that is The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. And it's another office romance, and these two can't stand each other. They hate each other and they're enemies, and that's really all I know about it. But it's always talked about. So I need to read this book in 2019. Like, if not, we can cancel me. Like, you guys have to tell me, hey Steph, did you read The Hating Game yet? Like, harass me. I don't care. But I always have had this in my TBR, but I always get like, again, I'm a mood reader. I haven't been in the mood to read Hate to Love, but again, I have to read this book in 2019. It's already been like 2 years, and shelf staring at me saying, read me, read me. And I haven't read it, but in 2019, I will read this book. If not, you guys hold it against me. One and Only by Jamie Holiday, and this is more like a series I kind of want to read, and it's the Bridesmaids Behaving Badly series. And in this specific series, this girl who's a bridesmaid has to babysit the like brother's groom. Like, he's a guy who came back from deployment, and he's kind of like not that responsible where she is responsible. So I'm excited to read this romance. The book I would like to read is After by Anna Todd. Lovely Like Laura has made so many videos on the After movie, and since it's becoming a movie, I kind of want to see it. Although I did watch the trailer and it was kind of cringy, not gonna lie. But the book seemed like up my alley. It's like a hate to love relationship about this girl named Tessa and Hardin, and it's a girl who's just starting off college. You know how that is. And that's a wrap, you guys. Thank you so much for watching my top 10 books of must read of 2019. I can't wait to get to these books, but I think I'm really excited to read The Hating Game. I kind of Like that one's like the top notch of like what I need to read in 2019. Like if I don't read that one, I'm gonna be very disappointed in myself, because every year I say, oh, I'm gonna read this, I'm gonna read this, and when I'm finally in the mood for like a hate to love relationship kind of read, I still don't pick that one up, and I don't know why. Let me know in the comments below if I'm not the only one who hasn't read any of these books, because sometimes I feel like these books are so popular and everyone has read them. I'm like late to the party as usual. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys next time.